inviting you to stay tuned for Cleveland and Detroit next on the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
Nature's Truth vitamins and supplements. Pure as nature. Made with honest goodness and honest-to-goodness differences you won't find in others. Like Nature's Truth fish oil with natural lemon flavor for no fishy burps. Or our melatonin in quick-dissolving berry-flavored tablets. See? The truth is easy to swallow. So where do you find Nature's Truth? Right in the vitamin aisle of Discount Drug Mart. Nature's Truth.
2 down in the ninth. Clase lets it rip. A swing and a miss. Ball game. Clase pumps that fist in the glove.
Spend your summer with the Guards thanks to the Ballpark Pass presented by Planet Fitness. Get a standing room ticket for every home game in August for just $49. Catch great matchups against the Orioles, Royals, and Pirates. Plus Sugardale Dollar Dogs, Phantom Fireworks, and City Connect games. Get your Ballpark Pass today at CLEGuardians.com.
Every enterprise needs a reliable, high-performing network that can scale as needs change. That's why Everstream is expanding our business-only fiber network in the area. Our Ethernet, dedicated internet access, and dark fiber services deliver capacity up to 100 gigs. With class-leading low latency, no-charge bandwidth bursting, and direct peering to the cloud apps you use most. Don't settle for the telecom status quo. Choose a partner that's raising the bar for business connectivity. Visit Everstream.net today.
Hey, Guardians fans, Legacy Roofing, Ohio's premier roofing service provider, is committed to providing their customers the best service possible. Legacy Roofing provides a wide array of installations and repairs on both flat and shingle roofs using the latest industry technologies. Whether you need a roof repair or full roof replacement, call 855-GOT-ROOF for a free estimate today and visit LegacyRoofingOH.com.
Welcome back to the Bet365 Guardians warm-up show. We're at Progressive Field in downtown Cleveland. Guardians and Tigers getting ready for the third of their 4-game series. Time for the pitching matchup, and this one's a dandy. Jack Flaherty going for the Tigers. The right-hander 7-5 with an earned run average of 3.13 after 17 starts. He was tough on the Guardians pre-All-Star break. In a start in Detroit, picked up the win, allowing just 1 run over 6 innings. He'll be opposed by Tanner Bibee, 8-4 on the season for the Guardians, an earned run average of 3.58. It's been a solid start to the season for Bibee, 20 starts in now, and his pitching coach Carl Willis says there's great reasons for continued success for Bibee this season.
Number one, his work ethic is off the charts. I think number two, he kind of has a pocket full of weapons, if you will, with the fastball that, can play 94 to 97, 3 different breaking balls, and then, a changeup that's equally, productive against both right-handed and left-handed hitters. So he makes at-bats not necessarily predictable because you don't know what velocity or what shape you're going to get.
Bibee faced the Tigers pre-All-Star break in Detroit, worked 7 innings, took a loss, allowing 4 runs in his start 2 starts ago. That's your pitching matchup, and that'll do it for Guardians warm-up. Now stay tuned. When we return, it's the starting lineups and tonight's first pitch.
The Guardians warm-up show has been brought to you by Bet365. Whatever the sport, whatever the moment, it's never ordinary. By Cleveland Clinic Children's, nationally ranked and locally trusted children's hospital with hands you trust. By Progressive. For a job you'll love, visit progressive.com/careers. Also brought to you by Discount Drug Mart, the official drugstore of the Cleveland Guardians. By Valley Automotive Group. Shop every location now at valleysuperstore.com.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by the authority of the Cleveland Guardians Baseball Company and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without expressed written consent of the Cleveland Guardians.
Home ownership. At Progressive, we know it's part of the American dream. It's the land of the free and the home of student drivers ready to back into your new fence at any given time. It's firing up a round of burgers and dogs on your rusty grill with a faulty gas line that engulfs your tool shed in flames. It's also around-the-clock protection when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive, which can help keep the American dream of homeownership alive and kicking. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
At Bet365, we don't do ordinary. We believe that every sport should be epic. From the moments that are legendary to the ones that fly under the radar. See for yourself, Guardians fans, when you sign up today and get $150 in bonus bets when you bet just $5. So whatever the sport, whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Bet365, the official sports betting partner of the Cleveland Guardians. 21 plus only, must be present in Ohio. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, wants help, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply.
From all over the world, people turn to Cleveland Clinic for our expertise and our compassionate care. As leaders in heart, neurology, and cancer, the future of specialty care is happening right now at Cleveland Clinic. For every life-saving treatment, for every next step, for every care in the world, Cleveland Clinic.
You are the co-pilot. You go by many names, and Marathon knows how important you are to your team. You are the carpool driver, the assistant coach, keeper of the shoulder pads, the knee pads, and the helmets. The back of your car looks like a sporting goods store. You are the top dog at the tailgate. The ride there, the ride home, and in between, you are the biggest fan. This season and every season, Marathon is proud to fuel you and your team because we're driven together.
News, talk, sports. This is WTAM 1100, Cleveland, home of the Cavaliers and Guardians, an iHeart radio station.
And here we go again. Guardians have to go back to work.
This group is special. These guys, they want to win.
Find a way to win every day.
Every day is the most important day you have. We're going out there, we're playing hard, and we're trying to win ball games. We as a group really just try to help each other. Different guys are stepping up every single night.
A different hero or heroes each and every day.
And that's the mark of a deep team. We have a great team here, great camaraderie here. It's just a good recipe for success. This team's going to be really dangerous.
Folks, strap yourselves in. Cleveland Guardians Baseball is brought to you by Cleveland Clinic, proud to be the official healthcare provider of the Cleveland Guardians. By Progressive, bundle home and auto and save at Progressive.com. By Dollar Bank, proud banking partner of the Cleveland Guardians. By Marathon, join Marathon Rewards today and start earning on every fill-up.
Good evening once again, everyone. Welcome back to Progressive Field, downtown Cleveland. Guardians and Tigers, Game 3 of the series. Time now for the starting lineups. First for A.J. Hinch and the Tigers, leading things off. Winsell Perez, the right fielder. Colt Keith at second base, bats second. Matt Vierling, the center fielder, will hit third. Riley Greene, the designated hitter, bats cleanup. Mark Canna in left field will hit fifth. Carson Kelly does the catching. He bats sixth. Zach McKinstry at third base hits seventh. Gio Urshela, the first baseman, bats eighth, and Javier Baez will hit ninth.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Advantage.com. Are you sure?
Yeah, very sure. I'm very sure.
I thought it would be more.
When it comes to listing your home for sale, everyone and their mom has advice.
Oh, honey, who's gonna want to buy this place? On a cul-de-sac? It's literally a dead end.
But for professional advice, a RE/MAX agent actually knows best.
Let's start with a neighborhood analysis. I've been seeing lots of buyers looking to move here.
RE/MAX is the most trusted name in real estate. Visit RE/MAX.com or download the RE/MAX app to find the right agent. The right agent can lead the way. Based on 2022 BrandSpark American Trust Study. Each office independently owned and operated.
Check in and cash out. Up to 9 chances a day every weekday to win $1,000 on WTAM 1100.
From Progressive Field in downtown Cleveland, Ohio, it is game number 101. Tonight, the Cleveland Guardians and the Detroit Tigers continue this 4-game series. This being game 3, each ball club with a victory thus far here in Northeast Ohio. Hi again, everybody. Tom Hamilton with you, along with Jim Rosenhaus and Brian Matze, as we are ready for another encounter between these two ball clubs, playing each other 10 times in a 3-week span here in the month of July. One more game tomorrow. That'll be at 1:10. And then there is a 2-game series between these clubs next week in Detroit, next Monday night and also next Tuesday afternoon. And that'll be it. These ball clubs will not meet each other anymore here in 2024, which seems bizarre, but that's the way the schedule shakes out. And who knows what may be looming. Wild card, but problem for Detroit, Tampa Bay, Seattle, and Boston are all ahead of them, to say nothing of the 3 wild card teams at the moment, which would be New York, Minnesota, and Kansas City. So that's the story. Cleveland, on the other hand, is 60-40, first place in the division. Minnesota beat Philly today, so Cleveland leads Minnesota by 4.5 games, and Kansas City 5 games back. Phil Kelsey, the home plate umpire. Tony Randazzo at first. Alex Tosi at second. Dan Bellino, the crew chief, at third. It's an overcast night. We've had rain off and on throughout various times here today, including the afternoon when teams were going to take batting practice, but gosh, it just seems like for the most part this season we've had a lot of this. Looks like you could have rain issues. To be the case right now as Tanner Bibee has taken the Guardians out onto the field with their red jerseys, the navy blue white trim and the white pants. Tigers the road grays with the navy blue and orange trim. 325 down the lines, 370 to left center, 375 to right center, 400 to dead center. That 19-foot wall with the built-in, well, sometimes out-of-town scoreboard, although you don't see any scores out there anymore. That's what it was initially made for, but that's out there between the left field corner to center, then a 9-foot wall from center to the right field corner. There's not really much of a breeze. You look at the flags that are on the concourse area in right center above the bullpens, they're barely moving. But it's got another night where we have humidity in the air, so the ball should carry pretty well. All righty, on the hill tonight for the Cleveland Guardians has been their ace since the injury to Shane Bieber, Tanner Bibee. He is 25 years of age. He is 6'2", 215. Fastball in the mid-90s, curve, really good slider, and changeup. Winsell Perez is in the leadoff spot tonight. Switch hitter batting left-handed in right field. Tanner Bibee into the windup, and tonight's first pitch is in there, a strike, and we're underway at the corner of Carnegie in Ontario with a game-time temp of 77 degrees. Perez homered last night as Bibee rocks and fires, and Perez takes outside a curveball. 1-1. Boy, the Tigers have been tough on Tanner Bibee. They have given him more trouble than any team in the major leagues in what is just a 2-year major league career. The pitch, swinging a high fly ball to center, not deep. Under it is Angel Martinez. That's out number 1. In his career, Bibee, 4 previous starts against Detroit, he's lost 3 of the 4 with a no decision. So he's 0-3 lifetime with his worst earned run average against Detroit of any team he's faced, 686. Here's Colt Keith, the young second baseman, left-handed batter. He homered on Monday night, batting .251, 10 homers, 38 RBIs. He's a rookie, and the pitch to him. And Keith fouls it off to the left, sweet level, strike 1. Stephen Kwan in left, Angel Martinez in center, Will Brennan back in right, Josh Naylor at first, Andres Jimenez at second, Daniel Schneemann at short, Jose Ramirez at third, and Bo Naylor behind the dish. The next pitch in tight, evens the count, 1-1. Colt Keith, 6'3", 211. He'll turn 23 in mid-August. Now the 1-1. And he dropped one in, a backdoor curve. Strike 2 called, 1-2 the count. Tanner Bibee on the year, 8-4. Solid ERA, 3.58. 21st start, no complete games. 6 innings to start. 10 strikeouts, 2 walks per 9. And the batting average against Bibee, just .225. The pitch swung on, broken bat roller, slowly hit to second as Jimenez throws out Keith. That is out number 2 on that jam job. Here's Matt Vierling. Matt Vierling in center field tonight, right-handed batter, hitting .254 with a dozen homers, 41 RBIs. 2 down, nobody on, no score. Good matchup tonight. Tanner Bibee against Jack Flaherty. Tomorrow, the Tigers, another bullpen game against Gavin Williams. Now the wind and delivery. And it's a little bit high, but called a strike. Matt Vierling didn't think so. He's hitting .254 with a dozen homers, 41 RBIs. Bibee into the motion. And the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, drilled to deep right field. This is trouble, and this ball is gone. So Matt Vierling has an opposite field homer to right, his 13th. And the Tigers jump on top 1-0 here in the first inning. On the opposite field, solo homer to right by Matt Vierling. Tanner Bibee has now given up 14 home runs on the year. Here's Riley Greene. Riley Greene is DHing tonight. Didn't play last night. DHing tonight. He's had leg soreness. So that's why he didn't play last night and DHing tonight. Here's the pitch to him, and it's at the top of the zone, a strike. Greene batting .268, 17 homers, 51 RBIs. Now the next offering from Tanner Bibee. And Riley Greene takes outside a changeup, 1-1. Well, the Guardians are proud to partner with Cleveland Cliffs, America's iron and steel leader. To learn more, visit cliffsteel.com. The pitch. Waved at. Good changeup, 1-2. Tanner Bibee's been on a roll here since the middle of May. He's been one of the most consistent pitchers in the American League. He rocks and fires, and it's outside 2-2. Since May 13th, Tanner Bibee, in 12 outings, 6-3 with a .282 earned run average. Outstanding. 1-0 Detroit. The pitch, swing and a miss. Good changeup. Boy, Greene saw 3 changeups in that at bat. So Bibee gives up the 2-out homer. 1-0 Detroit, with Cleveland now coming to bat.
U.S. Safety Gear partnered to the Cleveland Guardians.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
No worries. Jeffrey?
Oh, love that one.
Wait, really?
No.
Find coverage options that fit your budget with Progressive's Name Your Price tool. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law, not available in all states.
Clay Travis and Buck Sexton. News and politics and who knows. Noon to 3 tomorrow. WTAM 1100.
Well, this guy's been one tough customer for Cleveland this year. Jack Flaherty. The veteran right-hander works with a 1-0 lead. Stephen Kwan leads off, takes a strike in the outside corner. Flaherty throws a fastball about 93 miles per hour. Got a sinker, curveball, slider, changeup. Into the wind, here it comes. Kwan takes a little outside, 1-1. Jack Flaherty, big and strong, 6'4", 230, 28 years of age. Stephen Kwan leading all of baseball with a .347 batting mark. He looks at a breaking ball strike, and the count 1-2. Nicked the outside corner. Boy, he has stayed away on the first 3 pitches to Stephen Kwan. Now the windup, here it comes. Swung on, banged up the middle to his right with a backhand is Keith. He'll throw out Kwan to start tonight's game. Kwan's batting average at .347 puts him now 7 points ahead of Bobby Witt Jr. of the Royals. Mark Cannas in left, Matt Vierling in center, and Winsell Perez in right. Gio Urshela at first, Colt Keith at second, Javi Baez at short, Zach McKinstry at third, and Carson Kelly catching. Center fielder tonight, Angel Martinez, switch hitter batting left-handed, looks at a curve down and in. Martinez batting .262, couple of homers, 5 RBIs. Open stance for the 22-year-old Angel Martinez. The pitch, and there's the strike. Slider, backdoored him, 1-1. Martinez, since coming up, batting .262, couple of homers, both left-handed. He's knocked in 5. Now the wind and the 1-1. Swing and a foul back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Flaherty has faced Cleveland twice this year. He beat Cleveland before the All-Star break in Motown. He lost here in Cleveland earlier this season. 1-1 this year against Cleveland, but a fine .225 ERA in those 2 starts. The pitch swung on, socked to deep right center field. On the run is Perez. Reaches out, makes the running catch as he got to the warning track. That ball was smoked, but a good jump by Perez. Ran it down in deep right center. And that is out number 2. That'll bring to the plate Jose Ramirez, the switch hitter batting left-handed. Jose Ramirez blasted career home run number 240 last night. 2 behind Albert Bell. Second on the all-time home run list is Albert Bell for Cleveland Indians, or now Guardians. 1-0 Tigers. Pitches in there. Jim Thome, most home runs in franchise history, 337. Then Albert Bell, 242. Then Jose Ramirez, 240. 2 down, 1-0 Tigers. The pitch, and it's downstairs, 1-1. Flaherty having a tremendous bounce-back season. My goodness. He'll be a free agent this winter, and he's going to get some big-time money and a long-term deal. The pitch, a swing and a pop-up. This one is near the pitcher's mound, and the catcher, Kelly, cut in front of the pitcher and made the play in front of Flaherty, midway between home plate and the mound. So another quiet inning for Cleveland hitters.
New website at nationaldesignmart.com.
National Design Mart, your design superstore.
This is Bill Wells. We'll catch up and talk Guardians baseball with Jim Rosenhaus at 8:45 tomorrow morning, WTAM 1100.
1-0 Tigers have the lead. Second inning, and the number 5 hitter digs in. Mark Canna, left field tonight. Righty-righty matchup. Tanner Bibee misses for ball 1. Canna hitting .236, 7 homers, 36 RBIs. This is a guy you might hear his name in the trade rumor mill. The wind-end pitch, and it's a fastball strike. The guy facing Cleveland tonight, talking about Jack Flaherty. Most people assume Detroit is going to trade him since he's a free agent. The pitch, a swing and a foul tip, 1-2. Been a lot of rumors about would the Tigers ever trade their ace, Tarek Skubal. Boy, what a haul they would get for Skubal, but then you've lost your ace. So we shall see. Bibee into the motion. 1-0 Tigers, second inning. His 1-2 delivery, and Canna waves at it. Bibee with a good slider. Strikeout number 2. 1 down in the second. That'll bring up the catcher, Carson Kelly. Another guy. May hear his name in the trade rumor mill. This is a guy that has had a nice bounce-back year. Backup catcher, hitting .243, 7 homers, 29 RBIs. One thing about Tiger catching, boy, there is not a better 1-2 punch in baseball as far as throwing out runners. Goodness gracious. The pitch, and it's in there. Kelly throws out 32%. Jake Rogers throws out 34%. Anything above 30 is tremendous in today's game. They've got 2 of them. The pitch, swing and a fly ball, pretty well hit to right. Drifting back toward the line is Will Brennan. Right in front of the warning track, he makes the catch. And there's an indicator right there. The ball is certainly carrying pretty darn well tonight. 2 down, nobody on, 1-0 Tigers, second inning. And if the Guardians can score 4 in any of the first 4 innings, then Michelle Rodeo of Lakewood wins 4 Bridgestone tires thanks to Conrad's. All contestants get an ultimate car wash from Blue Falls Car Wash. Good luck to Michelle Rodeo of Lakewood. Zach McKinstry, left-handed hitting third baseman, takes a look at a strike. He's hitting a .192, 3 homers, 15 RBIs. The pitch to him, and he sends one straight up in the air to left center. Easy play for Martinez. Center fielder makes the catch. 8-pitch inning for Tanner Bibee. 1-0 Tigers, middle of inning number 2. The pitch, a swing and a high drive. Way out of here for...
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Station is WTAM 1100.
It's a 1-0 ball game. Guardians trail. Bottom of the second, middle of the order. Josh Naylor facing Jack Flaherty. The pitch, outside and high. 8 left-handed hitters in the lineup tonight for Cleveland. 8. Doesn't much matter against this guy. Flaherty into the wind. Here it comes. And it's on the corner. And the count 1-1. Right-handed batters against Jack Flaherty this year, hitting .225. Lefties batting .205. Swing and a miss by Naylor. 1-2 the count. Naylor is really scuffling. 1 for his last 17. 1 RBI in his last 9 games. The kick and the pitch. Down and in. Went with a breaking ball. 2-2. Jack Flaherty, 7-5 with a 3.13 ERA. 11 strikeouts, 2 walks per 9 innings. Now the next offering. Swing and a miss. Threw it by him. Strikeout number 1. Well, one question for Flaherty for teams is going to be, is he healthy? I mean, he's healthy now, but he has spent time on the injured list this year with a sore back. He's had a couple of injections in that back. That's worrisome, especially when you're talking about a guy 28 years of age. Here's Jhonkensy Noel. Swings and misses at the heat. Noel getting a chance to bat tonight against a right-hander. His 2 hits last night, homer and double against a right-hander. Now the 0-1 to the right-handed slugger, and he fouled it back. Oh, he had a pitch to hit. 0-2. Jhonkensy with 23 homers this year between Columbus and Cleveland, 5 on the big league level. Well, the Guardians ballpark pass is on sale right now for the month of August, which is a week away. Now the 0-2. Bounced it in there, 1-2. For $49, you'll get a standing room ticket for every Guardians home game in August. Better get those things now. They've been selling out all year. What a month of August at home, too. The pitch. Curveball dips low, 2-2. Cleveland in the month of August only plays 9 road games. Who's coming in August? Baltimore, Arizona, the Cubs, Texas, Kansas City, Paul Skeens, and Pittsburgh. Now the 2-2. Fouled it at the plate. We'll do it again at 2-2. Cleveland's been so good at home, although this homestand since the All-Star break been a tough one. 1-0. Tigers up, second inning. 1 out, nobody on. Now the wind by Flaherty, the pitch. And it's fouled at the plate. This is the best at bat any Cleveland hitter has had off Jack Flaherty tonight. And he's the only right-handed hitter in the lineup. Jhonkensy Noel, now 23 years of age, 6'3", 260. That bat cocked straight up and down. The pitch to him. And he rips one foul third base side. That's got Coach Rugi Odor jumping out of the way. Sandy Alomar Jr. coaching at first. Jhonkensy Noel already a 7-pitch at bat. Right-hander against right-hander. 1-0 Tigers, second inning. Again the 2-2. Up high, full count. Well, Noel is getting better and better at not chasing. There's always going to be some chase. In other words, going after pitches out of the zone, but that's pretty much with any hitter. Now the payoff pitch. Strike 3 called. Surprised him. Fastball in the inside corner, but a heck of an at-bat. 9-pitch at-bat. Flaherty gets his second strikeout. 2 down. 1-0 Tigers. The batter, Will Brennan. He's hitless in his last 14. Brennan's had a streaky year. Batting average now .241. 8 homers, 24 RBIs. The wind and delivery. Brennan looks at a pitch wide. Ball 1. Into the motion. Here it comes. Strike called. Flaherty's another one of those young men in Major League Baseball that hails from Harvard Westlake High School in Los Angeles. Now the 1-1. Brennan chops one over the mound. The second baseman, Colt Keith, has it and throws him out. And Jack Flaherty picks up where he left off 2 weeks ago in Motown. 1-0. Tigers up. Third inning next. Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Program. Just to give you some real news. Tomorrow from 10 to noon on WTAM 1100.
1-0. Tigers lead it on the Matt Vierling homer to right. The 8-hitter, Giovanni Urshela. At first base tonight, righty-righty matchup. Tanner Bibee's pitch is high, ball one. About the Boston Red Sox today, signed their manager Alex Cora to a 3-year extension. There'd been a lot of talk. He'd be out of Boston at the end of this year. Pitched down and away 2-0. But he's got to be one of the candidates for manager of the year. Red Sox right now on the periphery of the wild card final spot. They're 54-47. Not a lot of people saw that happening when the year began. The pitch. Swing and a foul upstairs, right next door. And the count now 2-1. Good thing Alex signed that contract before the game today. Red Sox celebrated with their manager, losing in Denver 20-7. Everybody finds out the same thing. Playing in Colorado, that's weird. That pitch, a little outside, 3-1 the count. Twins beat Philly today 5-4, so they took 2 out of 3 from the best team in baseball. We'll see the Phils in Philly starting Friday night. Now the kick in 3-1. Swung on, hit pretty well to center. Stephen Kwan, the left fielder, to the left of center, makes the catch. Urshela out number 1. Going to bring up Javi Baez. Houston now in first place by a game. Seattle not only had a 10-game lead a month ago, now Seattle's in second place, a game behind Houston in the West. Houston beat up Oakland 8-1, and Seattle just can't score. They lost to the Angels 2-1. Here's Javi Baez, number 9 hitter and shortstop. Swings and sends one toward the gap in left center. Routine for Stephen Kwan, the left fielder, grabbing it. That's out number 2. Well, the thing about that American League West, Houston in first by a game, Seattle's in second place, and Seattle's only 2 games over 500. That has not been a very good division this year. Top of the order now. Here's Winsel Perez. He'll swing it left-handed. Fly it out his first time. 1-0 Tigers, third inning, 2 down. The kick and delivery. And it backs him off the plate of ball. See your Northern Ohio Toyota dealers for the trail-dominating new Toyota Tacoma. First time it's ever been available in hybrid Toyota. Let's go places. Perez fouling it off at the plate. 1-1 the count on the switch hitter. 1-0 Tigers. Boy, the center fielder Martinez pretty darn deep, but almost in the gap at right center for Perez. The kick and delivery, and he sends one toward the gap in left center on the line. Kwan reaches up and snags the line drive. Kwan made the play on every ball hit in the air. Well, Tanner Bibee had an 8-pitch second inning, a 9-pitch third inning. 31 pitches for Tanner Bibee in the first 3 innings tonight. 1-0 Tigers.
Contact Window World at 1-800-NEXT-WINDOW. Visit us at windowworldpenohio.com for a free in-home estimate or to find the closest Window World showroom near you.
Hi, it's Bill Wills. Congressman Dave Joyce joins me on the news of the week at 8:20 in the morning, WTAM 1100.
1-0 Tigers. We go to the bottom of the third, bottom third of the order. Jack Flaherty looks good again tonight. Andres Jimenez batting .246, 5 homers, 45 RBIs. Hits the first pitch up the middle. Off the leg of Flaherty. Caroms to the first baseman. Urshela picks it up 10 feet in front of the bag and tags out Jimenez. Let's see if Flaherty's okay. Looks like it. 1 down for Daniel Schneemann. He's at short. Brian Rocchio's lost a lot of playing time. Hey, Selid McNerney of Parma is tonight's contestant in the Hyundai Grand Slam giveaway inning. Guardians have to hit a Grand Slam this inning to make Selid McNerney of Parma the winner of the Hyundai Santa Fe. The pitch, and it's a strike. Visit HyundaiGrandSlam.com to enter. Boy, some horrific news for one of the real surprise teams in baseball this year, the Milwaukee Brewers. Schneemann takes a curve in the dirt. Milwaukee, without their 2 best starters from a year ago, Brandon Woodruff, Tommy John surgery, Corbin Burns, traded to Baltimore, and yet they're in command of the NL Central. Schneemann fouling it upstairs, 1-2. Brewers have a 6-game lead over St. Louis in the National League Central, but their outfielder, Christian Yelich, has a bad lower back and may need season-ending back surgery. Schneemann sends a routine fly to left, not deep. Canna will retire Schneemann. Jack Flaherty, 8 up, 8 down. Ken Rosenthal is saying the injury could require back surgery that would end Christian Yelich's season. What a setback that would be for Milwaukee, and of course we'll be in Wisconsin in August, a road trip that sees Cleveland play the Brewers and the Yankees. Here's catcher Bo Naylor, 2 down. Naylor looks at a pitch outside, ball 1. 1-0, Tigers up, 2 outs, nobody on base. Flaherty into the wind, and the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, Steve in the count. Everstream is Cleveland's business-only fiber network. Reliable connectivity your business deserves with fiber, internet, Ethernet, and more. Everstream, faster fiber, better business. Naylor takes wide, ball 2-1. Well, it just seems like all we ever update you on are more significant injuries to star players in the big leagues. The pitch, Naylor takes down and in, ball 2. 2-1 the count. That might be a blow that Milwaukee can't recover from an offensive standpoint, but then again, maybe they'll go out and get somebody. Into the motion, the next pitch. Naylor laid off, outside, 3-1. No, I beg your pardon, that's ball 4. So Naylor is the first Cleveland base runner. Well, let's see if Jack Flaherty now has to work out of the stretch for the first time tonight, if that impacts him at all. Cleveland doesn't have a hit again. Said this a lot on this homestand. It was San Diego that had the incredible performances by Dylan Cease. The pitch in there, a strike, and then Michael King. Now it's Jack Flaherty tonight, retired the first 8 before walking Bo Naylor. 1-0, 2 down, third inning. Flaherty with the 0-1 to Kwan. Outside, missed, 1-1. Kwan grounded out his first time up. Well, Jack Flaherty not only has been one of the best pitchers in the American League this year, the pitch, outside with a curve, 2-1, but he is one of 6 pitchers in all of baseball to go at least 5 innings in every one of his 17 starts this year. So they never torch their bullpen when Jack Flaherty is pitching. Kwan fouling it upstairs, and they count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first, 2 down. Sammy Stack in the house tonight.
He thought he could escape.
The pride of the University of Oregon. Now the 2-2, swing and a miss, struck him out. Sammy, his dad was best friends with the late, great Bill Walton. And then Sam couldn't get into Oregon State, but did get into the University of Oregon. And
not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
The experts at Brilliant Electric Sign to provide you a state-of-the-art signage solution that will grow your business. Visit them at brilliantsign.com. Cleveland's news, talk, and sports on WTAM 1100 and on 106.9 FM.
We head to the fourth inning here at Progressive Field in downtown Cleveland. Guardians trailing the Tigers by a score of 1-0. Leading things off for Detroit, it's Colt Keith facing Tanner Bibee. Here's Bibee's pitch, and it's on the outside corner, strike one. Good curveball from Bibee to start off Keith, who bounced to second his first time up. Left-handed batter. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Good changeup had him out front. Quickly, it's 0-2 on Keith. The first inning home run by the on-deck hitter, Matt Vierling, the difference in this one. That's the only hit in this game so far. Bibee with a longer look in this time. Now the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt. 1-2 the count on Keith. Jim Rosenhaus along with Tom Hamilton. Brian Motze up the street at Command Center. Turned out to be a real nice night for baseball. Here was some cloud cover, but temperatures at 77. Lightest of breezes right now. Here's the 1-2. Down low, 2-2. And another day where, based on some forecasts earlier in the week, you thought, it might be iffy, might be a delay. None of it happened here this afternoon. We had a little rain early. The 2-2. Fastball just missed outside, and Bibee turned his back on home plate umpire Phil Cuzzy. He thought he had him struck out. Instead, the count is 3-2. And Bibee will have to go back to work on a hot hitter in Colt Keith. The payoff pitch, swung on, bouncing ball off the leg of Bibee. It trickles to Ramirez, the third baseman, but he can't pick it up. And safe at first base with an infield single is Colt Keith. You know, on that ricochet off of Bibee, maybe if he lets that go through, Schneemann can make a play near the bag at second, the shortstop. Not 100%, but once it hit Bibee's leg and ricochet, that took a lot of the speed off of it. And no chance for Ramirez to make a play. Now Matt Vierling, he takes a fastball up high for ball one. Vierling hit a fastball out over the plate and over the wall and right back in the first inning. And that's it right now. 1-0 Tigers. Here comes the 1-0 from Bibee. There's a strike on the outside corner with a changeup. And the count. Now 1-1 on Vierling. It's been a nice pickup for the Tigers. They acquired him prior to last season in a trade with the Phillies. He has 13 home runs now. Here's the 1-1. Swung on and fouled back. Right into the net. 1-2 the count on Vierling. Right-handed batter. In the 3-hole tonight, we've seen him leading off in the past, including earlier in this series. Keith with the lead at first. Here's Bibee's 1-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled off at home plate. Barely just got a piece to stay alive. Time for the Cleveland Clinic. Caregiver shout out. A special message from the clinic. You can avoid emergency rooms if you have joint, muscle, or bone injuries. Schedule an online appointment at clevelandclinic.org/orthoexpress. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, looped foul and out of play, first base side. And we'll do it again on 1-2 to Vierling. Tigers have given the Guardians a tough time this season. Detroit has won 5 of the 9 games played. Here's Bibee's 1-2 pitch. Swung on. There's a chopper to the second baseman, Jimenez. To the bag for one. Schneemann to first. Double play. Smoothly turned by Jimenez and Schneemann. 2 down, bases empty. And the Guardians with some different looks up the middle on this homestand. And tonight that means Schneemann at short. And Jimenez as usual at second base. But a different double play partner a little more often now, with Schneemann seeing more and more time at shortstop. Here's Riley Greene, who struck out his first time. The pitch to him in tight, ball one. Greene a strikeout the first time around, but 17 home runs, 51 runs batted in, and his first All-Star game last week in Texas. The 1-0 swung on. There's a tapper foul outside of third. 1-1 the count on Greene. With the All-Star game activities in Texas on the artificial turf, and then a weekend series in Toronto, same thing. That may have contributed to some of the leg issues that he's been having. So they kept him out of the lineup last night. Designated hitter tonight. Here comes the 1-1 to Greene. Fastball up high. 2-1 the count. Bibee, as usual, that fastball mid-90s, pretty consistent. Last fastball 95. Here comes his 2-1 delivery. Breaking ball, just missed outside for ball 3. Not by much. But it's now 3-1 on Greene in that good hitters count. 1-0 Tigers. Top of the fourth. The 3-1. Swing and a miss. Yeah, Greene flailing away at a changeup. A beauty from Tanner Bibee. Pitch quality for Bibee really is, it's gotten better as the season has gone along, which is what you hope for. The 3-2 swung on, popped him up foul and out of play off to the third base side. You were with us earlier, Tom, mentioning the good stretch that Bibee's been on since mid-May. ERA under 3 since that time. After a slow start by his standards that he set with that fine rookie season last year. The 3-2. Down low, ball 4. He missed. Went with a changeup on the payoff pitch. And Bibee has issued his first walk on the night. So Greene trots on down to first base, and here comes Mark Canha. Canha struck out his first time up. Has 4 hits in the series so far. Right-handed hitter. Greene, good wheels at first base. Here's the pitch. Fastball inside corner, strike 1. Don't forget, you can suit up this season at MLBshop.com. That's where you can check out the largest selection of official jerseys, caps, T-shirts, and more. MLBshop.com. Here comes the 0-1 from Bibee. Breaking ball, just missed outside. The slider that time. 1-1 the count on Canha. Tigers don't run a whole lot. Greene is 4 for 5 trying to steal bases this year. Here comes the 1-1. Swung on, foul back into the net. And the count's now 1-2 on the veteran, Mark Canha. Signed a free agent deal with the Tigers prior to the season. After spending last season with both the Mets and the Brewers. Most of his career, though, in his big years, came with Oakland. 1-2 the count. Here comes Bibee's pitch. Fastball high and away. 2-2. Bibee, first 3 innings, really economical at only 31 pitches. Has had to work a little bit harder here in the fourth, but he's trying to get deep into this one. Here comes the 2-2 from Tanner Bibee. Changeup waved at it, missed, strike 3. Boy, that changeup looking good tonight for Tanner Bibee. He chalks up another strikeout, his third, and we'll head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Tigers 1, Guardians nothing.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Reliable.
The Bloom Daddy Show.
People want it.
Tomorrow afternoon at 3.
We will continue giving it to you.
On WTAM 1100.
Angel Martinez leads it off, bottom of the fourth inning for the Guardians, facing Jack Flaherty. And Flaherty's first pitch to him is on the outside corner for a strike. Martinez hit a long fly ball to right his first time up, but it was caught just as Winsell Perez reached the warning track. Here's the 0-1. That's outside for a ball, and that'll even the count at 1-1. Flaherty has allowed just one base runner through the first 3 innings for him. A walk. That's it. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, pulled foul over to the Tiger dugout on the first base side. Jose Ramirez is next, and then Josh Naylor as the Guardians bat in the bottom of the fourth inning. 1-0 Detroit. Matt Vierling's first inning home run holding up so far. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swung on and fouled back. We'll do it again on 1-2 to Martinez. Came in hitting .262, but his on-base percentage .362, as he has been selective most of the time at the plate. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, popped him up, foul behind the plate, and this will reach the seats. So the at-bat stays alive for Angel Martinez. With a 1-2 count, get you the Elk and Elk injury report this half inning. If an auto accident or medical malpractice caused you injury, call 1-800-ELK-OHIO. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, line drive, right field, base hit. Martinez aboard with the Guardians' first hit. A clean single to right, leading off the fourth inning. And it's amazing how much of a spark Angel Martinez has been since being called up from AAA Columbus. And now he sets the table for Jose Ramirez. Ramirez popped out to the catcher his first time up. Switch hitter left side. Here's the pitch to him. On the outside corner, strike one. Ramirez, 2 hits last night, including a home run. 4 hits in the series. Here's Flaherty's 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Nasty slider. And one of the challenges with Flaherty, he will work the bottom part of the zone with great success. He'll do that with his fastball, but then you have that slider dipping out of the zone. And we've seen him just be razor sharp, especially these last 2 times. Here's the 0-2, outside and high, 1-2. Guardians saw him before the All-Star break and now again tonight, and they've been about the same. Tough to hit. That is the challenge tonight. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball down low. 2-2 the count on Ramirez. Now with 24 home runs to lead the ball club, 82 driven in. He's had a lot of really good seasons in a Cleveland uniform, and this one ranking right up there with some of his best. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and bounced foul over to the Tiger dugout. It hit the top rail of the protection in front of the dugout, and that sent him scattering. So we'll do it again on 2-2 to Jose Ramirez. Angel Martinez at first base. Here's the pitch. Swung on, line foul down the left side, and out of play. And it's another 2-2 pitch coming to Ramirez. On that injury report, Matt Boyd will be back out with another rehab assignment. His third now, coming up Friday, as he continues to make progress back from Tommy John surgery. The 2-2, swing and a miss. Ramirez strikes out on the slider. And there's one down here in the inning. 4 strikeouts for Flaherty. And it brings up Josh Naylor. Marathon knows that fans are the true co-pilot of any team. Marathon is here to keep you and your team fueled up all summer long. Marathon, driven together. The pitch to Naylor, there goes the runner. And the pitch is outside and then dropped by Kelly the catcher. So no throw and a stolen base. Easily for Angel Martinez, his first. So check another box for Martinez. First major league stolen base for him. He's now in scoring position as the tying run. The 1-0 to Naylor. Swing and a miss. And that'll even it up at 1-1. Also on that injury list for the Guardians, Sam Hentges with a left shoulder discomfort. He's just now starting his throwing program. Was out there with Carl Willis yesterday, the pitching coach and the staff. Here's the 1-1. That's outside. 2-1 the count on Naylor. And on the other side for the Tigers, big one is Reese Olson with a shoulder strain. Guardians saw him a couple of times this season. That's a good young pitcher. The 2-1, swing and a miss. 2-2 the count. Casey Mize also down. He has a hamstring issue. And on the position players side, Parker Meadows has a hamstring strain, and Kerry Carpenter back issues. That's a power bat that is out of their lineup. Well, it hasn't really seemed to matter a whole lot for the Tigers power-wise. In the month of July, they've had a great month, 12-6. With their run production up to 5.5 runs a game this month. And a lot of that has come on the strength of the home run. Here's the 2-2. Down low, ball 3. So Naylor seeing a lot of pitches this at-bat. With Martinez, the base runner at second. 1-0 Tigers. Bottom half of the fourth here at Progressive Field. Flaherty from the stretch. Here's his pitch. Breaking ball down low. Did he check it? Yes, he did. That's ball 4. And now the Guardians have a couple of men aboard for Jhonkensy Noel. Second walk allowed by Jack Flaherty. And Noel will step in. He struck out his first time up. Big, strong, right-handed hitter. And has really swung the bat well with sporadic playing time here his first month in the big leagues. The pitch to him, in tight. Ball 1. Noel saying as far back as spring training, hey, look, to make that next step and have a chance at the major leagues, he had to cut down on the chase swings. Here's the 1-0. He swings and pops it up foul into the upper deck on the first base side. I knew he had to be a little more selective at the plate. And that was a big focus during his time at AAA prior to his call-up. And he has carried that through here to his first month in the major leagues. Good improvement in that area. The 1-1. Strike called on the outside corner. Fastball that time. Belt high on the corner. And now it's 1-2 on Jhonkensy Noel. 2 on, 1 out. Guardians trail by a run. The 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball. Just missed inside. Noel battling here with a 2-2 count. Martinez at second, Naylor at first. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. Got him to chase the high fastball. And Noel is down on strikes. That fastball, 93 miles an hour, which you wouldn't say is overpowering, but when it's up like that, that part of the zone, that's hard to catch up to. And Flaherty able to spot it well. And he records his 5th strikeout on the night. Now Will Brennan. Brennan bounced to second first time up. The pitch from Flaherty. Swung on, popped him up foul and out of play. Third base side. Hope to see you here tomorrow afternoon, the homestand finale. And it is City Connect Beach Towel Giveaway Day, a 1:10 first pitch. Come on out. The weekday day game's always popular here in downtown Cleveland. Here's the 0-1. Swung on. There's a bouncer back to the mound. Grabbed by Flaherty. Underhand flip to the bag at first in time for the out. So a threat, but no damage done. And we'll head to the 5th. 1-0. The Tigers over the Guardians.
Mitchell's Ice Cream, handcrafting ice cream for Cleveland since 1999. Made in our Ohio City kitchen using...
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
.650 on News Radio WTAM 1100.
Tanner Bibee back to work for the Guardians, 5th inning. He's been good, and he's had to be to keep this one close. It's 1-0 Tigers. He faces Carson Kelly to open the 5th, and his pitch is down low for ball 1. Kelly flied to right his first time up. A first inning home run from Matt Vierling, the difference so far. The 1-0 on the inside corner for a strike. There's that good changeup again. He's had a beauty tonight as Tanner Bibee. Kelly, right-handed hitting catcher. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on. There's a chopper to short. High hop hauled in by Schneemann. Throws to first in time for the out. One away in the top half of the 5th inning. See your Northern Ohio Buick and GMC dealers. They have exceptional offers on most 2024 models. Here's Zach McKinstry, fly to center first time up. Well, great to see Tanner Bibee Monday morning. One of his community initiatives involved heading to the beach, Huntington Beach in Bay Village. Here's the pitch to McKinstry, and it's down low for a ball. He partnered with the group Keep the Lakes Great for beach cleanup on Monday. His mom, Shelley, was in town, and she joined him, and a couple of teammates were down there. Stephen Vogt as well and his family. There's a swing and a pop-up to shallow left center, charging in Martinez, and the center fielder makes the catch. A long run for him, but he got there, and it's 2 up, 2 down quickly for Tanner Bibee facing the Tigers here in the 5th. But a little beach cleanup on Monday for Tanner, and he said, look, He grew up not far from the Pacific Ocean and the beaches of Southern California, and so it's something that he certainly has a vested interest in, and getting to know the Great Lakes a little bit better. And a worthwhile morning on Monday, beach cleanup with Tanner, some teammates, and members of the front office as well. Nice to meet his mom, Shelley, and they were out there getting it done Monday morning. Here comes the 0-1. There's a strike on the outside corner, and it's 1-1. It really is remarkable the amount of community efforts just about every player on the roster takes part in over the course of the season. Here comes the 0-2 pitch, and it's down low to Gio Urshela. 1-2 the count on Urshela, the first baseman tonight. Fly to left his first time up. Still 1-0 Tigers. We're in the top half of the fifth inning. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, tapped foul at home plate. Oh, got a piece of Bo Naylor. Like somewhere above the shin guards, and he's going to need some time here to pull it together as Phil Cuzzy, the home plate umpire, walks a new baseball out to Tanner Bibee. Hey, when you've got rust to bust, use PB Blaster, a Cleveland original since 1957. PB Blaster, always work it like a pro. And don't forget the Guardians in Ohio's 529 plan. They're giving away a $10,000 college savings award. Visit collegeadvantage.com/Guardians to enter once a day per email address. And that runs through late August. 2 down, bases empty for the Tigers. We're in the top of the fifth. A 1-2 count on Giovanni Urshela. Bibee lets it fly, and his pitch is high and outside for ball 2. Urshela missed some time earlier this year due to injury, but now back in there on an everyday basis. Here comes the 2-2 from Bibee. Fastball just missed. Man, it looked like it had the outside corner. Bibee with a little extra look in at home plate, but now goes back to work with a 3-2 count. The payoff pitch. Called strike 3. Dropped the changeup in there, and he catches Urshela looking for the 4th strikeout on the night. Side goes in order for Detroit, and we'll head to the bottom half of the 5th inning. It's the Tigers.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Ordinary bulbs with GE Sync Smart Lights today.
This is Bill Wills. Guardians Word lineup pays off with tickets after 8:30 tomorrow morning. WTAM 1100.
Bottom third of the Guardians lineup due in the bottom of the fifth inning, facing Jack Flaherty, who starts off Andres Gimenez with a breaking ball for strike one. 1-0 Tigers. Flaherty's been terrific. He's allowed just one hit. He's walked a couple. The right-hander with the 0-1 to Gimenez, and it's swung on and blasted foul off to the third base side, and out of play. Gimenez tapped back to the mound his first time up. Left-handed batter going through a tough stretch. He's had a hard time getting it going almost 2 months now. Here's the 0-2. Swung on, and he laces one deep but foul down the right side and out of play. And as it really since the start of June has just not been able to get on that good roll that we saw him in, especially 2 years ago. Here's the 0-2. Swung on, and he pops one up to shallow right. Back on it is Keith, and the second baseman turned a couple of ways and finally hauls it in front of the right fielder, Perez. Not easy for Colt Keith, but he made the play, and there's one down for Daniel Schneemann. Schneemann popped out to left his first time up. Left-handed batter facing the lefty, the right-hander, Jack Flaherty. Who's into the line. Here's his pitch. And it's a fastball outside for ball one. Now, Flaherty's at 74 pitches, and we're in the fifth inning. Here comes his 1-0 delivery. And that's outside and high for a ball, 2-0. Guardians would love to get into that Tiger bullpen if they can, but boy, Flaherty's been tough. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike. 2-1. He's changing speeds. He's hitting his spots. And he has good stuff. It's been a tough combo for the Guardians against Flaherty this season. Here's his 2-1. Swing and a miss. Big rip by Schneemann. Didn't get it. And it's now 2-2. The Guardian shortstop tonight, Daniel Schneemann. The rookie. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and fouled back. And the count holds at 2-2. Schneemann, one of 3 rookies in the lineup tonight, joining Angel Martinez and John Kenzie Noel. The 2-2. Down low, ball 3. So Schneemann has worked the count full as Flaherty gets right back into it. The high leg kick and the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him to chase a high fastball. And Schneemann is down on strikes. The 6th for Flaherty. Bo Naylor will step to the plate. He walked his first time up. Well, Tom mentioned it at the top that is this the last start for Flaherty, or one of the last starts? As the trade deadline is fast approaching, here's the pitch, and it's swung on, bounced near the middle and past the second baseman, Keith, into right field, a base hit. And Naylor's aboard. Twice now Naylor's been aboard, and that's the second hit for the Guardians. So with the trade deadline next Tuesday, is Flaherty one of those pieces that's on the move with his contract up at the end of the season? Top of the lineup, Stephen Kwan steps in, and he takes a breaking ball on the inside corner for a strike. A lot of teams would love to have him. And just based on what we've seen in the 2 starts here in the month of July against Cleveland, he is at the top of his game right now. Jack Flaherty, the 0-1. Down low, and it gets away on the catcher, Kelly, and that allows the base runner, Naylor, to move up. He trots into second base. As that ball handcuffed Carson Kelly, the catcher. The pitch was down low, but not in the dirt. That should be a pass ball. Well, they call it a wild pitch. Here's the 1-1. Down low and inside, he held up. And the count's now 2-1. Well, we got a second look at that, and that ball was not in the dirt. It simply tipped off the glove of Kelly. Here's the 2-1. Swung on, line drive, base hit, left field. Rounding third, heading for home is Naylor. He will score. And the ball that gets past the catcher comes up big as the Guardians are able to tie the game on the base hit from Stephen Kwan. Naylor moved up on what was called a wild pitch, and he was in scoring position for Kwan, who's been up well over 300 with men in scoring position all season long, and he comes through again to tie the game. The Guardians getting it done with a 2-out rally here. Angel Martinez steps in. The pitch to him is outside, ball 1. Boy, that has been a staple of their offense so much of this season. The 2-out rally, and this time it helps them tie the game in the 5th. Here's the 1-0. Fastball high and outside. Snap throw back to first. Kwan gets back safely. He had inched off the bag a little bit. Kwan's had a good couple of nights here against the Tigers. Big base hit here in the 5th. Here's the 2-0 delivery. That's swung on and lifted high in the air to right. Fairly deep, but room for Perez, who makes the catch to retire Martinez, and the Guardians, who tie it on the RBI single by Kwan, will head to the 6th, tied at 1.
Summertime. Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
This is Bill Wills. You like car shows, like Corvettes? Wanted to tell you about tomorrow morning at 6:50 on News Radio.
Stay in this game. Boy, this is absolutely a worst case scenario for Cleveland. Bibee pitching a beauty, but squatting on the pitcher's mound as we speak to see if he can get that leg or groin or knee, whatever it may be, loose, because he is flexing his right leg and his right knee. Scott Barlow is warming in the Cleveland pen. Doubtful that Bibee's going to continue the way he looks right now. Let's pause for station ID.
News, talk, sports. This is WTAM 1100, Cleveland, home of the Cavaliers and Guardians, an iHeart radio station.
Tom Hamilton back with you. After 5 innings of play, this game is tied at 1. Along with Jim Rosenhaus, Brian Motze, Scott Barlow is heating up, as there's no way Tanner Bibee's going to be allowed to continue, and now he is now walking off the mound, headed toward that third base dugout and limping. So we will take this timeout. We have a pitching change, and Tanner Bibee, who gave up a home run in the first, nothing since. Magnificent again here tonight. And what a blow this is for Cleveland. And now, really the key is you just have to hope that there's nothing seriously wrong with Tanner Bibee. Folks, Tanner Bibee has become one of the most dominant pitchers.
Come home to the lights on with GE Sync Smart Lights. Set bulbs, fun strip lights, and more to turn on and off per your schedule. Or choose from millions of colors and create your own light shows with an easy-to-use mobile app. While watching or listening at home, choose Guardians colors to create the ultimate fan experience and control your lights from the couch with just your voice. Your whole family will love the convenience, and you'll enjoy the peace of mind that reliable quality products bring. Replace your ordinary bulbs with GE Sync Smart Lights today.
Guardians fans, baseball season is in full swing, and so are road construction projects throughout the state of Ohio. When you're traveling this season, give our team the wave as you slow down, move over, stay alert, and remove distractions behind the wheel. Pledge to do your part and encourage others to keep roadways safe for motorists and construction roadside workers. Visit ohiolesset.com/safer roads. This safe driving reminder is provided to you by the Ohio Laborers Union and Ohio Lesset.
The Boom Daddy Show, Cleveland's afternoon news, talk, and sports. Tomorrow afternoon, starting at 3. WTAM 1100.
Well, we go now to the Cleveland bullpen, the best in all of baseball, and they'll take over in a 1-1 game. And not only was Tanner Bibee as dominant as you will see, going 5 innings, giving up 1 run on 2 hits, striking out 4, walking 1, but he only made 67 pitches. He was in line to potentially pitch 8-9 innings. So now Scott Barlow comes on for the 48th time. 3-3, 2 saves, ERA 3.35, low 90s fastball, curveball, and slider. The number 9 hitter, Javi Baez, and the pitch is in there called strike on a slider. Tiger hits Matt Vierling, solo homer to right, Colt Keith, infield single in the 4th. Now the 0-1 pitch, check swing. Did he go? No, 1-1 pitch high. That was the infield hit in the fourth by Colt Keith is when Tanner Bibee stuck his leg off, caromed off his leg to third, but can't believe that has anything to do with him leaving here. That pitch down low, 2-1. So when we know more, we'll let you know. And again, hopefully it's just short term for Tanner Bibee. Now the 2-1 pitch. Baez takes a swing on a breaking ball, taps it slowly to short. Schneemann charges, gloves, throws from the grass, gets Baez. Top of the order, Wencel Perez, fly out, line out, switch hitter, batting left-handed. Problem right now for Cleveland, and really for everybody in baseball. No one's got starting pitching in the minor leagues that they can really go to fill a need. Barlow to Perez, and it's waved at. Now today, Columbus was a 2-1 winner, but that was pretty much a bullpen game again today. I mean, even in the minor leagues now, everyone's throwing bullpen games. The 0-1, down and in. Where in the world are you going to get starting pitching if you've got bullpen games going on in the minor leagues? That's where we're at right now for the state of pitching. Here's the set. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Matthew Boyd will make his 3rd rehab start for Cleveland. That'll be on Friday. The pitch in the dirt, a curveball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1-1 game, 6th inning, 1 out, nobody on base. Perez out of the DR. The 2-2. Breaking ball got him swinging. Left-hander Tim Herron, the only left-hander in the Cleveland pen with Sam Hench's sidelined, is starting to warm. 2 down, nobody on. Here's Colt Keith. 1 for 2 with an infield hit. Legacy Roofing is Ohio's premier roofing service provider. Whether you need a new roof or just a repair, call 855-GUT-ROOF for a free estimate. Or go online, legacyroofingoh.com. The set and delivery. And it's at the top of the zone, a called strike. One game. We're in the 6th inning. Bases empty. 2 down. The next offering. Swung on, line to short, and on his knees with a backhanded grab is Schneemann. Hard hit, but a good play by the shortstop. Colt Keith is the 3rd out, middle of the 6th. Cleveland, Detroit, deadlocked at a run apiece.
Dollar Bank is a proud part.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Surcharge possible for unsafe driving.
Check in and cash out. Up to 9 chances a day every weekday to win $1,000 on WTAM 1100.
Jack Flaherty, Jose Ramirez misses outside with a curveball 1. Right-hander Will Vest is warming in the Tiger pen. Flaherty at 88 pitches through 5. Game tied at 1. The pitch. Jose with a high fly ball to right. Oh, would he like that baby back? Perez under it. 1 down. He had a slider he could have put out of here, and he just missed. Here's Josh Naylor with a strikeout and a walk. Flaherty has struck out 6, walked 2, Cleveland's only run. Coming last inning, and a big help was a passed ball on the catcher Carson Kelly that put a 2-out runner at second, and Stephen Kwan knocked him in with a single. Here's Josh Naylor, a strikeout and a walk. The kick and the pitch. Naylor with a drive! Deep right field, but not deep enough. And toward the corner to grab it is Perez. Boy, a couple of balls that you know Ramirez and Naylor would like back. And that is out number 2, and here's John Kenzie Noel. Twice has struck out, once looking, once swinging. Well, at Honda of Middleburg Heights, it's all about you. They'll treat you like family because that's the way they want to be treated. Visit Honda of Middleburg Heights, I-71 and Pearl Road, or online at hondaofmiddleburgheights.com. The pitch. Noel takes a strike, pounded the inside corner with a sinker. 2 down, nobody on, 1-1 game. Jack Flaherty dominating Cleveland as he has throughout his career. The 0-1 way outside. The good news is tonight Tanner Bibee was every bit as good, if not better, than Flaherty until he left with some kind of a right leg injury. Now the 1-1. Inside corner, a strike. 1 and 2. Boy, Noel thought both those 2 called strikes were maybe inside. Left-hander Tim Herron ready in the bullpen. Looks like he's pitching the 7th. Now the windup and the 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2 and 2. 5 hits in this game. 3 by Cleveland, 2 by Detroit, 1-1, 6th inning. Twins today beat Philly again. Now the 2-2. Swung on line to right, but it's right at Perez. So he made the catch on all 3 balls here in the 6th. And we mosey to the 7th. Cleveland, Detroit, 1-1 on the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
We want the best for our pets, and
Places. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton. News and politics and who knows. Noon to 3 tomorrow. WTAM 1100.
Well, Scott Barlow will face Matt Vierling, and then we'll see Tim Herron to face Riley Greene. 7th inning, 1-1 game. Barlow's pitch. Vierling backs away from a breaking ball down low. Barlow had a 1-2-3-6. Righty-righty matchup, then lefty-lefty matchup. That'll be next after this at bat by Vierling. We'll have a pitching change. The pitch, swing and a tapper foul, third base side, 1-1 the count. Vierling got a home run to right in the first inning. That was the only blemish of Tanner Bibee tonight. Last time up, hit into a double play. The pitch to him, and it's inside a ball, 2-1. Vierling now 13 home runs. 3 more than he had all of last year with Detroit. Barlow with a 2-1. Fastball swung on, banged foul, third base side, 2-2. That RBI is fueled by, I don't know what this is. Forget that last read. Not sure what it was, but we'll throw it out. We'll get you another one here. We've got plenty of them. Now the 2-2. Curveball missed low. Well, hope you'll be here tomorrow. It's the City Connect Beach Towel giveaway. Cleveland and Detroit at 1:10. Big crowd is expected. You better get those tickets right now. Now the payoff pitch. Swing and a tapper, third base side, foul again. Still a full count. Gavin Williams tomorrow, and the Tigers have another bullpen game. Now they got another good outing tonight from Jack Flaherty. Got to believe his night's over. 96 pitches through 6. Now the 3-2. Swung on, sky ball to left. Toward the line is Kwan, medium deep. The left fielder makes the catch. Here comes Stephen Vogt. We'll tell you about the lefty. Tim Herron when we come back. We're in the 7th inning. Deadlocked at a run apiece.
Hey, Guardians fans, when it comes to your health and well-being, Medical Mutual is your hometown health insurer. That's why they offer Ohioans high-quality health insurance.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Left-hander Tim Herron is on to pitch for Cleveland. It's a 1-1 game in the 7th inning. Tim Herron, 46th outing, 3-0, a 1.36 ERA. There's not a bullpen, not even close in baseball, from an earned run average standpoint, that's done what this Cleveland pen has done this year. Incredible. Tanner Bibee left with a leg injury. Went 5, gave up 1. Scott Barlow retired all 4 he faced with a strikeout. Now Tim Herron, fastball, cutter, and slider. And the pitch dips low, ball 1. Left on left, Riley Greene has struck out and walked. He's Detroit's best home run hitter, top RBI man. He taps one to first, foul. 1 ball, 1 strike on the Orlando native. First pick for the Tigers 5 years ago. The 5th pick in the entire draft. The pitch, and he cuts and misses. Tried to hit that one too, Orlando. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He's a good ball player. And Riley Greene is still just 23 years of age. The pitch missed in. Ball 2, 2-2. 1-1 game. We're in the 7th. 1 out, nobody on. Tim Herron's pitch. Fouled off, third base side. Sam Hentges is still not throwing off a mound. He's been playing catch and whatnot, but still a ways away. He's been out with that sore shoulder. So Cleveland down to 1 lefty in the pen. Now the 2-2. Swung on, popped him up, playable. Third baseman Jose Ramirez into foul ground, grabbing it. 2 down. That'll bring up Mark Canha. He has struck out twice. 2 outs, nobody on base. Game tied at 1. Minnesota beat Philly again, so Cleveland has to win to stay 5 up on the Twins. Kansas City tonight, scoreless. They just got underway with Arizona. Here's the set and delivery, and it's high, ball 1. Tomorrow it's 1:10, another bullpen game for Detroit. And Gavin Williams will be on the hill for Cleveland. The pitch way outside, ball 2, 2-0. Hunter Gaddis warming in the Cleveland pen as the pitch is waved at. Another good slider. 2 balls and a strike. Mark Canha played collegiately at Cal Berkeley. The 2-1. In there, a strike. And, of course, you think of Cal Berkeley, you think of Stanford, and you think of all those great rivalry games with those 2 schools and Carolina and Duke. They're now part of the ACC, believe it or not. The pitch, swing and a high fly to left, not deep. Kwan comes jogging in. He'll make the catch, so the Cleveland bullpen just keeps throwing up zeros. It's stretch time at the corner of Carnegie and Ontario. Cleveland won. Detroit won. This is the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
Are you still paying?
Weather when you need it. Your severe weather station is WTAM 1100.
Well, one of the best setup men for a long time in the game, Andrew Chafin, is coming on to pitch for Detroit. This is a ball game that is still tied up at 1. And Jack Flaherty was tremendous again tonight. The question is, was it his final start with the Tigers? Trade deadline, 6 o'clock next Tuesday, and Flaherty, a free agent to be, is going to draw a lot of interest from almost any playoff contender if Detroit makes him available. Flaherty went 6 innings tonight. The run he gave up unearned, allowed 3 hits, struck out 6, walked 2. Andrew Chafin, one of the best sliders in the game. Fastball, sinker, slider. 1-1 game as Tyler Freeman will pinch hit. Why? Well, right-handed hitters bat more than 100 points higher than lefties against the lefty Andrew Chafin. The pitch. Freeman watches it bounce in. Chafin, the Ohioan, has made 38 previous appearances, 3 wins, a save, a 3.48 ERA, 44 strikeouts in 33 innings. The pitch, a swing and a little fly ball to center. Right there is Vierling, 1 down. That'll bring up Andres Jimenez. He's 0 for 2. Andrew Chafin was a first-round pick out of Kent State University. One of many, many Major League pitchers that were tutored by the great pitching coach at Kent State, Mike Birkbeck, the one-time Major League pitcher himself. Here's Andres Jimenez, 0 for 2, left on left, the pitch, and it's in the dirt. Mike Birkbeck had his best years with the Milwaukee Brewers before he eventually got into coaching, and some will tell you there's never been a better college pitching coach in the game than Berkey. Here's the 1-0, down and in, 2-0. Mike Birkbeck played collegiately at the University of Akron, and one of his college baseball teammates was Keith Dambrot, who had a phenomenal college coaching career, but in basketball. The pitch and a strike, 2-1. Keith Dambrot, of course, had the Akron Zips winning conference titles and getting to the NCAA tournament a number of times before he went to Duquesne. Pitch in tight, and the count 3-1 on Jimenez. Game tied at 1. This is the bottom of the 7th inning on a gorgeous night. The game played in front of 24,633. Now the set and delivery. Waved at it. Pulled the string on a slider. Way out in front was Jimenez. Full count. That's why Chafin is so deadly against left-handers. That incredible slider. Now the payoff. Swing and another pop-up. Shallow left. McKinstry, the third baseman, into foul ground, makes the catch. 2 down. Another left-handed batter in Daniel Schneemann. Now, lefties don't have much chance against Andrew Chafin, as this year lefties are batting 196 against Chafin. 2 outs, nobody on. Game tied 1-1, 7th inning. Chafin in his 11th Major League season after being a first-round pick by Arizona. The pitch, and it's in there. And I think it's safe to say he's the only Major League player to ever come out of Western Reserve High School in Collins, Ohio. Down by Norwalk. The 0-1. Checked on a pitch low. Did he go? Yep. 0-2. Two down, nobody on. 1-1 game. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Now the 0-2. Got him swinging at the slider. 8th inning next. It's still Cleveland 1, Detroit 1. This is the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
Keep on trucking with Valley Ford of Huron.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Just to give you some real news, tomorrow from 10 to noon on WTAM 1100.
Hunter Gaddis, another one of the incredible rookies on this pitching staff, takes over in the eighth of a 1-1 game. Gaddis fastball slider change. This appearance for him, his 50th, 3 wins, a 1.15 ERA. Carson Kelly 0 for 2, takes a strike. Tanner Bibee, we have not heard what the leg injury is, but he left with some kind of an issue with the right leg before he could pitch in the 6th. The pitch outside 1-1. He was dominating Detroit tonight. 67 pitches in 5 innings, gave up a run on 2 hits. The bullpen has done its job again. Now the 1-1 fouled upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Scott Barlow, an inning and a third of scoreless relief. Tim Herron, 2/3 of another scoreless inning. It's just almost unfathomable how good this bullpen is, day in, day out, night in, night out. That pitch, swing and a miss. Changed up on him, and Kelly swung right over the top of it. The question's going to be, can it hold up? The dog days of August are around the corner. Here's Zach McKinstry. 2 fly ball outs to center. 1 down in the 8th, 1-1 game. Hunter Gaddis into the motion, the pitch. And he pops one in there, called strike. The next delivery, swing and a foul to the upper deck behind the plate, 0-2. You were going to get a long one tonight from Tanner Bibee before the leg injury. Now the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a wicked slider down and in. Gaddis punches out the first 2 Tigers here in this 1-1 game in the 8th. Near Giovanni Urshela. Fly out, a strikeout. Tigers have a good bullpen themselves. Manager Stephen Vogt raved about it before the game tonight in his office. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul upstairs. Strike 1. Well, we just got some great news from Court Barry Tripp in regards to Tanner Bibee. No leg injury. The 0-1. Down and away. He had cramping. So Santa Claus just delivered everybody in Cleveland that pony they always wanted. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, fouled off to the right club seats. I mean, when he left this game, you were thinking worst case scenario. But we are told that it is lower extremity, which is a fancy term for legs, cramping. Here's the windup. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Urshela, and a tie 2-2. And that's also why you get a guy out of there, even though Tanner Bibee wanted to stay. You're not going to allow somebody that's cramping to keep pitching, maybe pull a muscle. The 2-2, got him swinging, and Hunter Gaddis continues this dominant bullpen's performance. Strikes out the side. We go to the bottom of the 8th. We've got a 1-1 game.
It's Doing, Gone. Official ice cream of the Cleveland Guardians from Perry's Ice Cream. Doing, Gone is a home run combination of chocolate cookie dough ice cream loaded with chunks of cookie dough and crushed cookie swirls. A portion of every carton sold benefits Cleveland Guardians charities. Join the boys of summer for a scoop at Progressive Field or ask for it at your favorite grocery store. Visit perrysicecream.com to find Doing, Gone near you. Go Guardians!
Having friends or family over for the game? Make sure to leave your space as clean as the beautiful outfield with Swiffer Sweeper. A 2-in-1 hard surface floor cleaner with both sweeping and mopping. That's a double play.
Fans chanting, "Let's go, Bo." The pitch, swung on a rocket, deep right center. It's got a chance. Gone! Bo Naylor!
This is Bo Naylor. You're listening to the Cleveland Clinic Guardians Radio Network.
Having family or friends over to watch the game? Keep your house smelling as fresh as the field with Febreze Air Mist. Febreze Air Mist is an instant boost of freshness with 100% natural propellant. Now that's a home run.
Hey, Guardians fans, Legacy Roofing, Ohio's premier roofing service provider, is committed to providing their customers the best service possible. Legacy Roofing provides a wide array of installations and repairs on both flat and shingle roofs using the latest industry technologies. Whether you need a roof repair or full roof replacement, call 855-GOT-ROOF for a free estimate today and visit LegacyRoofingOH.com.
Hi, it's Bill Wills. Congressman Dave Joyce joins me on the news of the week at 8:20 in the morning, WTAM 1100.
Well, Bo Brisky, a right-hander, part of a very good Detroit bullpen, now comes on. Andrew Chafin, he just continues to mow him down. He had a 1-2-3 7th inning with a strikeout. Now Bo Brisky. Fastball, sinker, curve, slider, change. He's in the mid to upper 90s. One thing about the Tiger bullpen, well, one, they've got 10 guys out there now because they only have 3 starters. But they have 4 lefties and 6 righties. Here's Bo Naylor walking a single, the number 9 hitter. Left-handed batter. Brisky's pitch is high, ball 1. Brisky, his 22nd appearance, he's 1-0, 4.32 ERA, more than a strikeout an inning. Now the wind end, 1-0, down low, 2-0. 1-1 in the 8th. Emmanuel Clase will pitch the 9th for Cleveland one way or the other, either with a lead or in a tie game. The pitch to Naylor, and it's inside. 3-0. Cleveland got its run unearned in the 5th inning because of a pass ball on catcher Carson Kelly that moved the runner to second. Bo Naylor had singled, moved to second. Stephen Kwan knocked him in with a 2-out single. 3-0 is high, and Kwan will get to bat with Naylor on first again. So Brisky commits the cardinal sin, late innings and a leadoff walk. We've said it again and again and again, and I guess, Rosie, somebody would have to run some numbers. But it seems like a leadoff base hit in the 8th inning doesn't do the damage that a leadoff walk does.
Yeah, why is that? It's the same situation.
Stephen Kwan 1 for 3 with that RBI single. Stephen Kwan leading the major leagues in hitting at 347. Naylor modest lead at first. Here's the pitch, and it's high and wide, and Brisky's missed on 5 straight, and the catcher Carson Kelly will walk the baseball back to the mound.
Where it could come into play, you walk a hitter, and that next hitter has to feel that, all right, you're going to come in and throw strikes, or at least make more of an effort to do that. You may get a better pitch to hit.
Well, Stephen Kwan has grounded out, struck out, RBI single. How about Stephen Kwan now? 10 home runs this season. In his first 2 years in the big leagues, he had 11 total home runs combined. And you know he's looking to do damage early in the count until he gets to 2 strikes. And then with 2 strikes, Kwan's about as good a 2-strike hitter as the game has. Bo Brisky from the set, hands held, chest high. He lets it fly, and it missed outside. Boy, now when it's borderline and you've missed on 5 straight, you don't get the borderline call. 2-0 the count now on Stephen Kwan. And he's in a great hitter's count. The pitch, and he looked at a fastball right down the pike. 2 balls and a strike. Outfield is a touch the other way toward left, medium deep. Kwan has shown he can really pull the ball this year when he's in a hitter's count. The pitch to him. Outside, 3-1. Boy, and Brisky has stayed away. Tiger bullpen is quiet. They had a bullpen game last night. They've got another bullpen game tomorrow. Now the 3-1 delivery to Kwan. Runner goes. Pitch is taking a strike. Throw to second. Bounces in. Tag. Not in time. Oh, Carson made that close. A one-hop throw to the shortstop Baez. There's no infielder better at putting down a tag than Javi Baez. It sure looked like Naylor had a great jump, and the throw nearly got him. But Naylor just did get in with the hand, his 3rd steal, and Kwan took a strike to enable him to get to second. And now a full count. Go-ahead run at second, nobody out in the 8th. Here's the payoff. A swing and a fly ball foul down the left side. Charging is Canna, makes the catch and can't get the runner to third. Kwan may have swung at ball 4, and instead it's out number 1, keeps that runner at second. Game tied here at 1. And here's Angel Martinez, switch hitter, batting left-handed. Martinez 1 for 3 with a single, but has swung the bat well tonight. Game tied at 1. Go-ahead run at second, and Bo Naylor 1 down in the 8th. The pitch, a swing and a ground ball to first, dropping to Benny Urshela. Gloves, runs to the bag, gets him. I'll bet you Jose Ramirez doesn't get to swing here. They pitched to him last night. He got what proved to be the game-winning RBI. It wasn't as late in the game as this is. We'll see what manager A.J. Hinch elects to do. And they're putting him on. Yeah. It just... A.J. Hinch got burned last night pitching to Jose Ramirez. And again, every game is dictated by the inning, the score, the circumstances, who's on the mound, that kind of thing. But when you get into the 8th inning of a 1-1 game, you're not letting Jose Ramirez beat you. Not that Josh Naylor can't do the same damage, but if you're a manager, you never sleep well if you lose, but you won't sleep at all if you let Jose Ramirez beat you in the 8th. Runners at the corners, 2 down. 1-1 game for Josh Naylor, who takes a high fastball. Now, the old adage is there is a base open. It's second, but there is a base open with a right-handed hitter on deck in John Kenzie Noel. The right-hander, Bo Brisky. has the sign. Here's the 1-0. Ball 2, missed outside. Boy, he has really worked away here in the 8th inning. And the outfield playing Naylor the other way toward left. You know what he's thinking. Come middle in and let me swing out of my shoes. The pitch. And he looked at a pitch low, 3-0. Now this seems to be a workaround. You know Naylor's swinging here if it's close. 1-1 in the 8th. Guardians at the corners, 2 down. The 3-0 pitch to Naylor. A swing and a chopper up the middle to his right. Keith can't get it. Ball's off his glove. Kicks into right center. In to score is Naylor. On his way to third, Ramirez. And the Guardians have the lead. 2-1. He bounced one back up the middle to Colt Keith. The second baseman moved toward the bag, tried to backhand. And Keith had to go off the tip of his glove. And it's an RBI single for Naylor. He has now knocked in 72. And the Guardians have the lead 2-1 on the first hit in the inning. And now Cleveland still has runners at first and third, leading 2-1. And with John Kenzie Noel at the plate, Chris Vetters, the pitching coach, heading out. Look, Colt Keith is a rookie, and by no means am I disparaging Colt Keith. But Andres Jimenez for Cleveland makes that play, which is why Jimenez is also a Gold Glover.
Absolutely. Keith is in there for his bat. No question about that. And you're right. It's a big difference, Jimenez to Keith, in terms of defense.
And Keith is a good player.
Yes.
It's just that Jimenez is at another level defensively. The pitch. And it's low and taken, though. It's called a strike. Naylor goes to second. They're calling that indifference. In a 2-1 game. So now runners at second and third. Here's the set. Here's the pitch. Down low, 1-1. And that's one of the things that separates Cleveland from other teams. Second base defense from Andres Jimenez. He's at another level from any other second baseman in baseball, and that wins you a lot more games than you realize. The 1-1 waved at. 1-2 the count.
These types of games, especially those close, low-scoring games, it comes into play big time.
I'm sure we'll have another scoring change. That should have been a stolen base for Naylor because he was being held at first by Urshela. In a 2-1 ball game, that's a steal. Now the 1-2 pitch to Noel. Swung on a chopper to short, handled by Baez, sets, guns it, low throw. What a backhanded pick by Urshela. He saved a throwing error and another run from scoring. But it's 2-1 Cleveland. 9th innings next on the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
Hey, it's Brooke from National Design Mart. We're turning up the heat with hot summer offers like Mohawk PureTech Planet Friendly LVP with 5 colors to choose in stock.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
New finance. Average example down payment 15%. Some customers will not qualify. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 7/31/24.
Cleveland's news, talk, and sports on WTAM 1100 and on 106.9 FM.
Emmanuel Clase is on to try to get a save. Brian Rocchio takes over at short. And we go to the ninth inning with Cleveland on top by a score of 2-1. Another white knuckler at the corner of Carnegie in Ontario. Hunter Gaddis blew through the eighth inning, striking out the side. So Cleveland's bullpen, 3 hitless, scoreless innings so far. After Tanner Bibee left with leg cramping after 5 superb. Javi Baez digs in the pitch, swing and a miss. Wow. Well, 80% of the pitches this year from Clase have been cutters. That time he went with a slider. Baez 0 for 2. The next delivery, and it's in there, strike 2, another slider. Emmanuel Clase already with 3 straight 30-save seasons. He got number 30 last night. Now the 0-2 to Baez. Swing and a foul back. 3 straight sliders. That's obviously the book on Baez. The other book on Baez is throw the slider low and away because he's going to chase. That's been the story in his career. Now the 0-2. Swing and a weak chopper to first, handled by Naylor. Underhand flip to Clase. 1 down. Top of the order now, Winsel Perez. Well, only Cody Allen has more career saves. He has 9 more career saves than Emmanuel Clase. Clase passed Bob Whitman for number 2 on the all-time saves list. If Clase gets to 40 saves this year, he bypasses Cody Allen. 2-1 Cleveland. Winsel Perez batting left-handed, 0 for 3. Here's the set in the pitch, and it's in there, a strike. The thing that manager Stephen Vogt talked about on the manager show tonight about Clase, he's not a thrower this year. He's a pitcher. The set, the 0-1 to Perez. Swing and a miss, 0-2. He's working both sides of the plate with his cutter. And the other thing that he has done is that he has really worked on slowing down the run game. The pitch downstairs. Of course, if nobody gets on, nobody can run. But in the past, you could run at will on Clase, but he's worked so hard on integrating a slide step that he has controlled the run game as well. Now the 1-2. Strike 3 called. 100-mile-an-hour cutter on the inside corner. And the Tigers are down to their last out. 2-1 Cleveland. 2 down, 9th inning. Colt Keith, the batter, 1 for 3, a single. Clase looking for league-leading save number 31. The pitch, swing and a chopper. First base side foul, strike 1. 24,633 on their feet at the corner of Carnegie in Ontario. Cleveland 2, Detroit 1. Bases empty, 2 down in the 9th. Clase's ready. Here it comes. Swing and a foul at the plate. 0-2. Emmanuel Clase, since May 20th, has converted 17 straight save opportunities. 2 down. 2 strikes on the batter. 2-1 Cleveland. Boy, there isn't a harder thing to do in baseball than win games when you score less than 4 runs. Cleveland trying to get away with one here tonight. Getting what could be game-winning RBI single in the 8th from Josh Naylor. Two hits the Tigers have been held to tonight. Now the 0-2 delivery. Check swing, did he go? Pitch down and in, he didn't chase. 1 ball, 2 strikes on an impressive young player in Colt Keith. You make a mistake on this kid, and he showed the other night, look out. He can hit it to the moon. Class A's ready. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a tapper at the plate, foul. Good at bat by the kid. You see why Detroit gave this kid the kind of contract security they gave him. 6-year contract, potentially 9 years if the Tigers pick up the 3 club options. 2-1 Cleveland, 2 down. Now the 1-2. Down and in, missed with a slider, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Emmanuel Clase coming in to a game tonight in which he's given up 4 earned runs in 47 games. The pitch just missed low at 100 miles an hour. Wow, was that close. Full count now on Colt Keith. 2 down, 2-1 Cleveland, 9th inning. Here's the payoff pitch. Low, and he walked him. Tremendous at bat by the rookie. And Keith heads to first. Matt Vierling heads to the plate. Tying run at first. Vierling will bat with 2 down. Solo homer to right in the first. Banged into a double play, flied out. Right-hander against right-hander. That's only the 6th walk issued by Clase this year. The pitch, Vierling shoots it back to the netting, strike 1. That's what Stephen Vogt was talking about. He's not a thrower. Clase's now a pitcher. 40 strikeouts, 6 walks. The pitch, swung on, chopper to short. Rocchio backhands, throws to second. Ball game. And the Guardians win a tough one again tonight against Detroit. Boy, what a season series this has been between these 2 ball clubs. The final tonight, Cleveland 2, Detroit 1.
That's a deal, yeah. I got McDonald's money. I got McDonald's money. 1 meal just to make me feel better. All I wanna know is, can I get a juicy double patty, the McNuggets so creamy?